All right. First step, sorry, Alana, the first step here is going to be what?
To common factor.
What can we both do divided by 10? Perfect. So this is going to be 10 bracket x squared minus 81. Very good. So this is just a two-step factor job. First part is done. Sorry, Leah. How many factor x squared minus 81, please?
10 bracket x plus I.
This is open to anybody here. Why do we factor? Why do we care about factoring? What does factoring do for us? Okay, exercise for students, good. Anything else that factoring does for us? Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe check.
Nah, sort of, but more important than that. That, yes, technically you could do that. Anything else? It rhymes with boots. It rhymes with boots. It rhymes good. It rhymes with y-intercepts. Oh, x-intercepts. Okay. So if you find your x-intercepts, I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. X-intercepts and roots are what the main things for solving things. You can also solve with the quadratic formula, but the quadratic formula is long and cumbersome and easy to make mistakes. So if there's something you can factor, factor it. Okay, and we'll get to that. We'll graph tomorrow, but I want to do factoring. On the final exam, there's one whole unit where all you do nothing is factor the entire test. You probably factor 50 times on the test. Okay, so if you say, Mr. Sadler, I learned quadratic formula, and then I've never factored since that moment, I feel bad for you, okay, because you're going to hate this course. Why am I so negative? I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses here. That's the issue. I think that's it. All right, let's go to actual M&A factoring. The decomposition, I should probably call this. R up to G. Okay, now there are lots and lots of ways to factor, okay? I'm going to show you the way that I teach my students and the way that I'm going to demonstrate on the board. If you learn in grade 10 of a better way that you think, that's fine, use your better way. All right, as long as you get the same answer to me. I'm going to demonstrate on the board how I do this. You guys can follow along if you want to. Okay, so I'm going to start with the M and the A, that's multiplying and add. Can someone think back to grade 10 or last semester and tell me where you get the M from and where you get the A from, please? Good, Riley, go ahead. Where does the M come from and where does the A come from? Yeah, first and the third. So M is going to be 12. Okay, the way he got that from was 2 times 6 is 12. The A is going to be 7, because that comes from right here. There's your A, there's your M. This comes back from most people, I hope, a little bit. Great. So, can someone be brave, please? Jennifer, and tell me what multiplies to 12 and adds to get 7, please. 3 and 4. Now, if you say to yourself, Mr. Sadler, I'm not good at this, okay? I'd say two things. Number one, practice. But number two, what you should do probably is write out all your factors. So the way you write out all your factors, you want to get to 12. Okay, so I'm going to divide by 1. So we get 1 times 12, divide by 2. 2 times 6, divide by 3. 3 times 4, and then divide by 4. Oh, wait, that's already repeated, so I can get rid of that. Okay, there's a list of all the factors of 12 written out like that. I was mean, and I will be mean in this class too. I got them last year to factor something that multiplies to get 800 and adds to get 238 or something like that. And what one swell girl, she's sitting in the class right now, she wrote out all the factors all the way down and got the right answer, which is awesome. Okay, right? So not all of them will be trivial like this. All right, I'm going to get another brave volunteer here. I'm not picking on people. What do we do now that we've multiplied to 12 and adds to 7? Marissa, go. Yeah. As I mentioned before, if you have a better way to do this yourself, do it that way. This way I'm going to demonstrate. Marissa, why did you choose to do plus 4 and then 3 instead of 3 and 4? Sure. Exactly. 2 and 4, like they can both be divided by 2, so that seems to work nicely. Okay. Can I get a fifth volunteer to volunteer now? Go ahead.
Any factor that you separate into your factor?
Okay, good. So I'm going to put a little dotted line down the middle. Go ahead.
So it'd be x plus 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. 2x and
Yeah.
x plus 2.
Okay.
And then the other one would be 3 and then x plus 2.
Okay. Good. Now, if you can't remember this, that's okay. We'll do lots of this stuff today because this is a highly important thing for this course. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Alexander is the best factor in this class. He's got a 99 in this course right now. Okay, I know that because he did this properly. Well, how else can I tell him the fact that he never makes a mistake, that this has been factored properly so far? Not you, somebody else that has less than 99. I'm just joking. Everyone's got 100 on the first day. Anyway, go ahead. The brackets always have to match up. Okay, so if you accidentally, divided this by 1, so you had a 3x plus 6 in here, that would be wrong because the brackets need to match up. Okay? If someone else is new, be brave, please. Marissa, go ahead and finish it off. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. Now this is the time I'm going to take a little breather here and ask for questions before I keep going. This is, I would say, the most important part of grade. I say this a lot. Okay, it's in the top 5 for sure of what things you'll learn in grade 10. Okay? This is all coming back for people, I hope. Okay? Even if you didn't write your exam last year, I hope this still is somewhere in your brain. Hopefully your grade 10 teacher made you 1,000 of these last year. Yes? I hope so. Okay, you guys try the letter H for yourselves, and we'll move on here to negatives. H is going to be factor 3x squared plus 11x plus 10. Okay, pause in the video, give you a second to try it. If you're not sure what's happening right now, raise your hand, I can come around and help. If you don't, be brave, please, and tell me the M and the A, please. Go ahead.
M is.
Oh, sorry. The other one.
I was so
This is
confused. I'm like,
difficult.
it just went.
I know. Got too many. In my morning class, I had 2 Aidens, 2 Emilys, and 2 Max or something, so it's really difficult. But go there. Go ahead. Sorry. Multiply to what? Add to what?
Product is 30 and the sum is 100.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to use sum and product, that's okay. To write this out, it's going to be 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10, 4 doesn't work, 5 times 6. Okay, so those are all the options there. Jessica, which one of those works? 5 and 6, okay. Who else we got? Hannah, what do I do with the 5 and the 6 now?
You split the 11 into plus 5x plus 6. Plus 6x.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do 6 and 5 just because like 3 and 6 go together, right? So
Yeah,
just for me.
that's actually how I did it.
Oh, okay. Perfect. All right, Austin, I'd like you to be brave, please. I'd like you to factor 3x squared plus 6x. Forget about this. What's going on there, please?
3 in the x.
Okay, what's left inside the brackets?
X plus 2.
All right, Owen, I'd like you to be brave, please, and factor 5x and 10.
So 5
Yeah.
is the factor.
Yeah.
So plus 5, and then in the bracket is the x, and then plus 2.
Good. Now, I don't know if anyone knows this, but Owen has a 99.3 in this course right now. Congratulations, Owen, you're doing well. So I know that that's correct because he's telling me the right answer every time. Why else has this been factored correctly? The 2 brackets have to be the same. I know I'm making a joke with this always, okay, but it's important to remember because people will often not and cause issues then. Okay. Adria, what's the final answer here, please? So far so good? Is this coming back? Yes?
So for the final answer, you just take the first of those 2 and then another.
Yeah. Because basically what you're doing is you're doing, like, you're actually factoring it out. You're saying there's a common factor here of x plus 2, so that's being pulled out, and the leftover part is x plus 5. All right, let's go to some negatives here, because I know you guys love negatives. All right, do your worst, or your best. 4x squared minus 4x minus 3.